Good morning, dear students. How are you? Again, myself Ritu Jindal. Welcome you all in the online session of 12th Accountancy organized by SDKL TAV Century Senior Secondary Public School, Mansa. Our today's topic is preparation of income and expenditure account from chapter 1 Financial Statements of Not-for-Profit Making Organization. Income and expenditure account, as name suggests, the account which contains all the incomes and expenditures relating to a current period. Now, the point should taken into consideration is that the income and expenditure account only contain revenue expenditure, revenue receipt, not capital expenditure and capital receipt. So the account that contains all the revenue expenditure and revenue receipts related to the current year to find out the figure of surplus and deficit. Surplus, previously we have discussed, actually it is just like profit, but profit, the name profit is not given. Surplus and deficit, that account is known as income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account is just like the profit and loss account. As a profit and loss account consider all the expenses and incomes, just like income and expenditure account contains all the incomes and expenditure. Profit and loss account is prepared on accrual basis of accounting. Same income and expenditure account is prepared on accrual basis of accounting. Accrual basis of accounting means the expenses and incomes related to current period as are recorded in the income and expenditure account, whether they are paid or received in cash or not. So income and expenditure account consider the treatment of outstandings and prepaids. The nature of income and expenditure is nominal. As we know, there are the three types of accounts: personal, real, and nominal. So income and expenditure account is of nominal nature as it considers expenses and incomes. All the incomes are written on the credit side of account, income and expenditure account, just like profit and loss account. And all the expenditures are written on the debit side of income and expenditure account. Again, just like the profit and loss account we have prepared in 11th standard. It's just name has changed. Now the name is income and expenditure account. The method of preparation again same. The excess of income over expenditure. If credit side is more than the debit side, so incomes are more than expenditure, then the balancing figure is taken as surplus. And if the expenditures are more than income, mean debit side is more than credit side, it is recorded as deficit. The surplus and deficit. Previously in 11th standard we have discussed two term profit and loss. Now it is surplus and deficit. In 11th standard profit and loss will be transferred to the capital, but now the surplus and deficit will be transferred to the capital fund. As NPO is not individual entity, not the business or organization of an individual person. So there is no capital. In case of NPOs, instead of writing word capital, here the capital fund word is utilized. So the surplus and deficit will be transferred to the capital fund on the liability side of balance sheet. The items of capital nature are not recorded in the income and expenditure account. No, the capital expenditure and not the capital received. So dear students, please listen again. Income and expenditure account is just like the profit and loss account. As we have recorded expenses on debit side of profit and loss account, same in case of income and expenditure account. All the expenses are recorded on debit side and all the incomes are recorded on credit side. If incomes are more than expenses, if credit side is more than debit side, the difference is taken as surplus, and if debit side is more than credit side, if expenses are more than income, then difference is taken as deficit. This account is prepared on accrual basis means we have to make the treatment of outstandings, prepaids, accrueds while preparing income and expenditure account. The nature of income and expenditure account is nominal as it contains expenses and incomes. And it make it clear the income and expenditure account always contains expenditure and incomes of revenue nature only, not of capital nature. Capital items are avoided while preparing income and expenditure account. And to prepare income and expenditure account, in question you have given the receipt and payment account and additional information. आपके क्वेश्चन की स्टेटमेंट में रिसीप्ट एंड पेमेंट अकाउंट गिवन होगा एंड एक्स्ट्रा एडजस्टमेंट्स गिवन होंगी एंड फ्रॉम दैट रिसीप्ट एंड पेमेंट अकाउंट एंड एडजस्टमेंट्स you have to prepare the income and expenditure account. Now next is the summarized format of income and expenditure. Now it is the format of income and expenditure account, but it is a summarized form. After it, we will discuss the income and expenditure account in a detailed format. Income and expenditure account for the year ended. Debit side expenditure, credit side income amount, just like profit and loss account, but instead while preparing profit and loss account, we have written the word particulars here. Now we have to write the word expenditures and income. So credit side incomes, debit side expenditures. By incomes account means all the revenue receipts only. Revenue receipts are recorded on the credit side and these revenue receipts strictly should be related to the current year only, whether received in cash or not received in cash. So we have to make the treatment of accrued incomes and incomes received in advance here. To expenditure, again strictly these expenditure are of revenue nature only and related to the current year only. So while writing the expenditure here, we have to make the treatment of outstanding expenses and prepaid expenses. And after writing all the expenditures and all the incomes, find out the difference between these two sides. If incomes are more than expenditure, if credit side is more than debit side, that difference is written as surplus, that is the balancing figure. If expenditures are more than income, if debit side is more than credit side, the difference is written as deficit by deficit balancing figure. Both either surplus or deficit recorded transferred to the capital fund in the liability side of balance sheet. So that is the summarized form. Now we will discuss the income and expenditure account in detailed format. Now let's see the detailed format with all type of expenses and incomes. Income and expenditure account for the year ended. Expenditures, incomes. Firstly, expenditures. To charity, revenue expenditure, tournament expenses when there is no tournament fund. That thing we will discuss later on. To salaries and wages, revenue expenditure. To consumable stores revenue, rent, rates and taxes, postage stamp courier charges, telephone and electricity charges, advertisement, sundry expenses, entertainment expenses, upkeep of field and pavilion or grass. Whenever we maintain the maintenance charges of field or pavilion, depreciation on fixed asset destroyed means lost or completely destroyed from the books, written off from the books. Loss on sale of fixed asset while selling the fixed asset, the loss is taken as revenue expenditure. Loss on sale of investment, insurance premium, journal expenses, charity show expenses, conveyance traveling expenses, honorarium. Incomes, interest on investment by fees received or profit from entertainment, subscription, entrance fees, admission fees, interest from investment, miscellaneous receipts, locker rent, hall rent, hire of ground for marriage, journal donation, sale of old sports material, periodicals, profit on sale of asset, loss, expenditure, profit, income. Government grant, journal grant. Sale of foodstuff, refreshment sale, profit on sports material, old sports material or sports equipment, receipts from charity show, less charity show expenses. Net amount we have to write. Next, to subscription paid for periodicals. If we have to pay the subscription to take the membership of another organization, to audit fees, tuition fees, meeting expenses, office expenses, repairs, expenses of Nuka drama, any drama expenses, interest paid on loan. We have already made the P&L account in 11 standard. It is just like the profit and loss account. You can see the difference between expenses and income. If incomes are more than expenses, then the difference is surplus. If expenses are more than income, then difference is deficit. So that is the format of income and expenditure account, a complete format of income and expenditure account. Now let's take an example. That is your question. You are given the receipt and payment account, and from that receipt and payment account you have to prepare the income and expenditure account. As we have earlier discussed, receipt and payment account contains all the receipts and payments, either revenue or capital, either related to current year, previous year or next year. But in case of income and expenditure account, only revenue and current year figures are recorded. So from this receipt and payment account, we have to find out the revenue payments, revenue receipts, and only related to the current year that we can transfer to the income and expenditure account. First figure, to balance brought down. It is a cash balance not to be entered in the income and expenditure account. It will go to the balance sheet. Subscription, revenue received, so income and expenditure, it is recorded in the income and expenditure account. Entrance fees, revenue received, it is recorded in the income and expenditure account. Donation, out of 3000, 1000 is for building, means total donation 3000, 1000 specific, 2000 general. General donation will be transferred to income and expenditure account, and specific subscription transfer to specific donation transfer to the balance sheet. Hall rent, revenue receipt, sale of investment, book value 4000, sale price 3500. So now there is a loss of rupees 500. Loss of rupees 500 is revenue expenditure, and rupees 3500 is the capital receipt. So 500 will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Accrued interest for the year 1819. Previous year interest we have received, so not to be entered in the income and expenditure account. By salary paid for 11 months. 11 months salary is 2200. It means 1 month salary is 200. So 1 month salary is outstanding, as there are 12 months in an accounting year. We have paid only for 11 months. 1 month out salary is outstanding. So 2200 plus 200 for 1 month. How I have calculated it? 2200 for 11 months. So 2200 divided by 11. The salary is for 1 month 200, and now we will add 200 while preparing income and expenditure. Buy rent, revenue expenditure, electricity revenue, taxes revenue, printing and stationery revenue, books, capital expenditure, not to be transferred to income and expenditure account. 9% fixed deposit capital, not to be entered in income and expenditure account. Buy balance, carry down closing balance of cash, not to be entered in income and expenditure account. Now let's see the solution. This is the solution of the previous problem. Expenditures, income, subscription, entrance fees, donation 2000, 3000 minus 1000. Hall rent, interest on FDA, sorry, I forgot. 9% interest on FD for 2 months, as we have invested the amount in FD 2 months before the closing date of the accounting year. So 13,000 investment, 9% rate for 2 months, interest 195. Salary 2200 plus outstanding 200, 2400. To rent 800. To electricity 3500. Taxes, printing, loss 500. Difference between this and this is recorded as surplus, excess of incomes over expenditure. It is 21,595. Interest on FD. Let's again see the question. 9% FD on 31st January. Closing date is 31st March. So 13,000 ka 9% for 2 months. We have to take the interest. By interest on FD 195. So that is the income and expenditure account format. One example is there. Along with this video, I am sending the answers of assignment 1. I have sent in the lecture 1 and, and now assignment 2. Assignment 3 which contains objective type questions and some long questions of preparation of income and expenditure account. All of you are required to solve these questions, as if you have a new notebook then you can solve the sums on new notebook, but if you don't have any new notebook then no need to go to the market. You can solve these questions in your old notebook of 11th standard. Write down the name of chapter and assignment number and question number. Then I will send the solutions in the next lecture. You can check or you can match your solutions with the solutions given by me. So hope you have understand. Thank you very much.